find a couple of players in the middle order to take those starts and turn it to something substantial. It hasn't been happening.
Edge this time and gone. There's another one. And this time it is Naveen ul Haq who picks up the wicket.
That was an airy-fairy stroke from Harris once again. He once again forgot to get to the pitch of the ball. His foot was outside the leg stump. He was looking to hit the ball, which was pitched outside the off stump through extra cover. Had to pay the price. Had to pay the price. Brisk start from Harris ended his contribution 15. It's 20 for 3.
پمپر بیبی مون آماده شده برای کودکان وطن تا پوست کودکتان همیشه راحت باشد. کش 360 درجه متناسب به آناتومی بدن کودک و تعویض آسان. ساخته شده از قطرات آلوویرا و ژل جادویی که تمام شب رطوبت را نگهداری می کند تا پوست کودکتان همیشه راحت باشد. پمپر بیبی مون، انتخاب شماره 1 مادران.
Imad Wasim is the new batter. Average just 13, strike rate of 133. That doesn't tell you the full story of his talent either. He was very good. He was the lone ranger for the Karachi side in the recent PSL. Batted beautifully. Oh, it's lovely. What a start that is from Imad.
It was a gorgeous stroke. The first delivery he faced, yes, it was a half volley, no doubt about it, but needed to be put away. He was in a good position, offering full face of the bat and found the gap. He's off the mark in style, Imad Wasim.
Well, nice. We're going to continue this conversation because I like it. I think it's good debate around the number 3 position and where and who. And you got anyone in mind?
There are plenty, but they need to be tested. You know, just to expand that point we were trying to make, you know, when you're a selector, you select a side on averages. You know, you see the averages of the player and you have the averages of the bowler. You have to combine them to be able to have a winning unit. Not the strike rate. It's the averages which are important.
I think there's a lot of boffins around the world who are just going to disagree with you wholeheartedly, who pick their teams on strike rate only. We'll come back to it next over. 25 for 3.
پودر وهاب ضامن پاکی و درخشندگی لباسهای شما.
Come on, Moji! Come on, boys, keep pressure, boys!
25 for 3. And first sign of spin.
1-1.
Right, now I need some names. I need some names from you. Come on. Who's going to bat 3?
Don't ask me to do that. I think I need to throw a red herring to the conversation right now.
I mean, we've just been, the recent PSL, and I'm thinking about the number 3s at the PSL, who were the good ones that Riley Rousseau, but you can't pick him, unfortunately. Abdullah was good. I think he deserved his selection here. He really did.
You know what the support staff need to do with Abdullah Shafiq? Identify why he's getting leg before. His arc of the bat is not correct. So somebody has to give him that information to be able to perform better. That was a brilliant hit from Imad Wasim. Oh, I like the way he's batting, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, it's nice. Waited for one just to drift in on his legs. I like it. Could have been the wrong one as well, but it's not going to turn anywhere near as much on this particular pitch.
Yeah, I didn't try to overhit the ball, just guided the ball into the gap. Showing his experience, Imad Wasim. This is good. After picking up the boundary, just worked the ball into the gap. Rotated the strike.
One thing we can say, Amir, I'm sure we can agree on, is that these opportunities come very few and far between. When you've got the quality of Baba and Rizwan, who sit out a tournament, or sit out a 3-game series, the opportunities for Saeem Ayub and Tayeb Tahir and Mohamed Harris, they don't come around very often. They haven't made the most of them just yet.
So you agree? They did make
I agree,
a difference.
they haven't. They haven't made the most of them. Oh, they're both in my team. Don't worry about that. They're both well and truly in my team. I think they're both terrific players. It's just could one of them bat at 3? Could one of them? I don't know. I'm glad I'm not a selector. That'll be wide, I think.
Yeah, I'm with you. I agree. And I feel where you're coming from. But at the moment, I'm a believer. If something isn't broken, do not try and fix it.
Hey!
A decent over. 5 down is 33 for 3.
د الفا سیم کارت سره هر اونۍ د عمرې حج ګټونکي شئ. په خپل الفا سیم کارت کې 300 افغانۍ او بیا ډېرې زیاتې کړئ او د حج بیت الله شریف د زیارت کولو او بیا هغې سره برابر 100,000 افغانیو ګټلو چانس ترلاسه کړئ. ډېر مصرف ډېر چانس. د ګډون کولو لپاره باید ستاسو د سیم کارت نویات الفا وي. د سیم کارت نویات بدلولو لپاره الفا ته ستوری 555 علامت نمبر ډایل کړئ.
Another initial scare for Pakistan, losing 3 in the power play. And a change in the batting order as well, holding Azam Khan, sending in the in-form left-hander Imad Wasim. Probably not a bad idea that. You'd expect that from Captain Shadab Khan. He's been
Vitamin.
Thanks a lot, Sikandar. Welcome to everybody who has joined this telecast around the world. Yeah, looking forward to another exciting match in the series. The same problem that happened a couple of nights ago. Sikandar happening again today. Early wickets falling for Pakistan.
second of the third. second of the 3 T20 internationals, and we know Afghanistan is 1 up already. A happy group that they hard fought that first game. Jonathan Trott there, their batting coach, but it's their bowling that's the threat. Yeah, and gets the middle of the bat, but finds the fielder. Good thing about Pakistan, from what we've seen in recent times, is even if they're losing a couple of wickets in the power play, they're not shying away. They're not getting into a shell. They're still looking to attack and cash out on that power play, because the problem starts between over number 7 and 15 when Rashid Khan gets into operation, Mujib gets into operation. They really choke the runs out.
Well, I think it's important to remain positive, Sikandar, because you've only got 20 overs to get as many as you can on the board. Yes, you may just want to slow down a little bit and just maybe have a rain check if you lose too many. Remember, at the end of the day, it's just the 20 overs that you've got, so you've still got to try and make the most of those 20 overs.
Slightly short, pulled away. Yeah, the 20 overs that you talk about, Pakistan managed 92 for 9, but they batted 20 overs. They just probably felt they ran out of gas. They didn't get that partnership growing. All of us thought that if they could push the score somewhere around 120, they're in with a fight. And it did start that way. That's the match summary of that. So 92 for 9, and Afghanistan did have a scare. They lost 4 quick wickets, but thanks to Nabi's runner ball 38 saved them, because he brought in that sensibility that was required.
I think the fact that they won the game with a ball to go in that 18th over also tells a story about the surface. So, yes, normally you would expect bigger scores and better scores in T20 cricket here in Sharjah. That wicket just provided a little bit for the slower bowlers, those that use their variations well. Pakistan's batting average against opponents in T20s. Average 31 highest against Bangladesh, 28 against Zimbabwe, 25 against the Windies and New Zealand. Against Afghanistan, right at the bottom, just 17.96.
The chairman of the Afghanistan Cricket Board, so Mir Wais, right in there in the center. Now it's going down the leg and probably a bit of back. Good call. Don't go for that review. Just talking, no, they've turned their backs to the captain. Power play is done. It's 35 for 3.
بزرگترین و معیاری ترین فابریکه تولید آهن‌آلات با استانداردهای جهانی در افغانستان. خان استیل، آدرس قابل اعتماد تولید سیخ گل، گادر، انگلارن و انواع دیگر آهن‌آلات. تولیدات خان استیل از لحاظ کیفیت تایید و بعد از ارزیابی‌های لابراتواری با نشان KSM به بازار عرضه می شود. ما گام‌های سریع و محکم را به سوی افغانستان صنعتی برمی‌داریم. خان استیل، بنیاد آبادی.
It's 35 for 3. That's how Pakistan have played their power play, winning the toss, batting first. Going to be the official signal from the umpire at the end of the power play, and in comes the captain, Rashid Khan. Now these 4 overs will be a bit of a test. Pakistan would like to push the ball around, look for that loose ball which hardly comes from him. The great thing about Rashid Khan is that whether he's playing for Afghanistan or if he's playing for a franchise, he has a challenge on hand. He takes up on the best batters on the opposite side. There he is. Tino, last time around you were here doing commentary. He was playing for Afghanistan, Mirwais. You remember Mirwais Ashraf was medium pace, right?
He was medium pace, yes. A lot of slow ball options. Way back in 2015, Sikandar. Good memory. Obviously moved on to administration and policy making in Afghanistan cricket. slip in. I like this from Rashid Khan. Positive move. Understanding that another wicket here will really set back Pakistan.
Oh, yeah, boys!
He bowls flat and quick, and you can get an idea of how far down that slip man is. He's standing in first slip, but he's quite far away from that keeper because the ball will travel. Imad is swinging the bat hard, and with Rashid's pace, it will come rapidly if it comes in that region. So you look at how far behind he is. He's right there. Look at the distance. It's almost a flying slip.
Because of the distance back as well, Sikandar, he's quite wide. Although almost in a slip position for a medium pacer. This is Taib's dismissal in the first one-day international. And that surface just provided a little bit of assistance for the slower bowlers. Ball holding in the surface. A couple of leading edges that resulted in wickets. This evening, surfaces seem to play a little bit better.
It was a tough wicket to bat on, but I wouldn't take anything away from the Afghanistan team. They played so well. You could say they judged the surface better than their opposition, and then the result followed. Pakistan today a little more prepared than in the first game, and a different surface as well. Good over to start with, 3 of it, 38 for 3 after 7.
امروز زیاد مصروف معلوم میشین.
ها دیگه هر کی اینترنت نامحدود داشته باشه همه تو مصروف می باشه.
اگه تو هم دقایق نامحدود داشته باشی مواری مصروف خود بودی.
چطور است که اردوش داشته باشه؟
بله، برای اولین بار در افغانستان با سیم کارت الفای روشن هم از اینترنت نامحدود و هم از دقایق نامحدود لذت ببرید. همین حالا سیم کارت الفا خریداری نموده و یا برای تغییر نوعیت سیم کارتتان به الفا ستاره 555 علامت نمبر را دایل کنید.
روشن نزدیک شدن.
Two for Farooqi, 1 for Naveen. Umar Zai is not bad. Recently played the PSL for Peshawar Zalmi, and he's quick, skiddy. None for 18 for him was taken on by Haris, but surely will come back stronger with his remaining 3 overs. The key is those two guys, Mujib and Rashid. But at the moment, Umar Zai in his second.
He's definitely got a couple of clicks on him. Fazal Haq Farooqi was outstanding in that first over. A couple of early breakthroughs. Just the start that Afghanistan would have wanted. If they can manage to whittle out another one here with the seamers, as you say, it'll make that middle to the end period of this innings that much more difficult. With Mujibur Rahman and the captain Rashid Khan to have to deal with.
The average first innings score here at this ground is 156. That's last 10 games. That'd be good if they get there. Both the teams possess a good bowling attack. You saw that yesterday, that the fight was which is a better bowling unit, and that produced the result. Batting was struggling on either side. That's probably not a bad idea. Just push the ball around, make sure where you stand with similar wickets down 3 by over number 15, and then you'll unleash Azam Khan and all the others to come Shadab and try to get maximum in the last 5.
Those are the next man in, Azam Khan. We know the ability he has with the ball, with the bat. Nawaz and Sharab Khan as well. Rahim Ashraf, left-handed to come later. Picked up in the air, but there's open spaces down to the deep mid wicket on the boundary. Bit of a misfield. That's good running. That's very good running. The awareness to realise that First of all, it's quite a big boundary out there. There's an opportunity to come back, but to watch the field and realize that there's a misfield and then come back for two.
I'm with you on that, and the key is run the first one quickly, get in good positions, game awareness, slight fumble, and you are on your way for the second. And the wide throw helps you. That's the fumble. It's a fraction of a second you take your eyes off the ball. And Naveen right there pulls it away. He hasn't got hold of it, but you still find the vacant zone. And again, that's a good call from Tayyip Tahir for the second. Two more.
Now the running's important. They've been good so far this evening. We were talking just a few balls ago about if the boundaries aren't coming, make sure you're dropping the ball into the gaps, taking the singles. CEO of Afghanistan cricket, Nasib Khan. And that's exactly what we've seen here. Rate just at 5.74. 7 and over will get them to 130. And they'll feel that that's definitely something they'll be able to bowl at. Give themselves an opportunity.
Eight overs gone. It's 46 for 3 Pakistan.
په افغانستان کې د اوسپنیزو توکو د تولید تر ټولو ستره او په نړیوالو معیارونو برابره فابریکه خان سټیل د ګول سیخ ګاډرو انګلرانو او نورو اوسپنیزو توکو د باور وړ تولیدي ادرس د خان سټیل ټول تولیدات د کیفیت له پلوه تایید او تر لابراتواري ارزونو وروسته په KSM مارکه بازار ته وړاندې کیږي موږ د صنعتي افغانستان په لور پاخه او چټک ګامونه اخلو خان سټیل د آبادۍ بنسټ
.46 for 3. Couple of overs to get to that halfway stage. Abdul Rahman back into the attack.
Ideally, you'd like to be there at the end of the power play. Reasonable score. Full toss, catch it is a call, but that should sail over. That was one juicy full toss, and Imad won't miss that.
Brings up the 50.
Just talking about that, sides usually in a game would look at this score at the end of the power play, but with 3 down, you've got to change gears, change your game plan, go to plan B, get into survival mode, try to hit those odd boundaries. They've got a 6 off the first ball. That's a good thing. And then just work it around square of the wicket because the fielders are quite deep. Can they add another 90 till the end of the 20th over with 7 in hand? Projected show 127. I'm sure that's going to change if they keep wickets. 146s would like to see 8 and over.
And as much as it's a different surface, I think what happened the other evening will be in the back of the team's minds. Just 92 in 20 overs for Pakistan. Early wickets fell for Afghanistan. Chased the total down only towards the end of the allotted 20 that they had. And then early wickets again today. It'll be crucial for these two to make sure that they just hang on a little bit. Push this partnership through this period.
Easy one.
It's so tricky, right? When you look at Tayyip Tahir, you say he's scored 12 of 20. That might be playing at the back of his mind. When do I actually start pressing on that pedal because his partner is going pretty well, 27 of 21. But it's sensibility. If Imad is doing well, just give him some company. And surely Tayyab is of caliber that he can change gears as long as there are no dot balls. That's the issue. 9 gone, 57 for 3.
مشتریان گرامی، مدل‌های لباسشویی وهاب با بسته‌بندی جدید در پاکت‌های جلادار و بازار عرضه کرده است. با اطمینان کامل از آن استفاده نمایید.
نه تنها پودر وهاب بلکه تمام محصولات وهاب قابل اعتماد است.
That's how they've accumulated their runs. 25 dots in those first 9 overs. That's 4 overs. And as we've seen just in the last few overs, they've started to just maneuver the ball around a little bit more. Make sure those dots have become less. Karim Jannat. Wealth of experience, his 47th match in T20 internationals.
You're right about when you talk about the 25 dot balls. See, you 12 of 20, you could easily be 40 of 25. But you never recover those dot balls. Those are gone. You can individually change your strike rate and look good, but the dot balls don't come back. So 4.1 overs in dot balls. But now they're looking good, especially after that power play. The circle is opened up. Dot balls have reduced and they're just pushing the ball around.
There's 4 fours as well up until this stage of the innings. But that's what you're talking about. He's hit that just slightly to the left of Mohammad Nabi and out the block straight away. Now just 4 fours and 2 sixes. His first 9.2 overs so far.
Pakistan will be looking to eye one of the 2 bowlers here, and probably this is the over they'd like to score against. Karim Jannat, maybe try their chances. Probably got a bit of hand to it. Good running again. The ball is within the 30-yard circle. We've seen 2 singles.
What it does is just put a little bit of extra pressure. One on the fielders. That can result in a misfield. He can come back for another. Also, a boundary to close off the over, then makes it a good one. 3 singles already. If they can get another plus a boundary, you're looking at 8 plus to the over then.
That was hit too well to Nabi at mid-offs. No chance for a single that they've been pushing around in that way. 3 men on the onside. And kissing the rope. Got a deep square leg, a deep mid-wicket and a long on. And then there is that short fine leg. Looking to pierce that gap on that offside. If they can break that through, they've got one sweeper right at deep point. Oh, he hasn't got hold of it. That's skied in the air. Will they get to it? 2 men under it. And it's been taken. He's claimed it. Omar Zai. That's a good catch. He ran in from deep square leg. It was a top edge. It took some catching. Kept his eyes on the ball. And held on to it. That's the problem. Went for that release shot. Wasn't that short. Have a look at this.
Well, it's an outstanding catch. You'll feel for him because he's gone just a little too far down, going up. That's why he's got the distance going up as opposed to the distance going forward. It's an outstanding catch because he's running into his left. Probably would have been easier for Najibullah to take it, but he's effected the catch. He goes for 13. Pakistan is 60 for 4 and it's time for a drink.
عابد سیف چه اشتیالاری؟
یاره چیو شیری یخنی
پایتخت بلار شو
دا څومره ډېر دی دا به تو خوري شیرپسته او ماجون هم راوړه څو دانې پارسل کړه چې کور ته وړو یاره په پایتخت کې شیرې
پودر وهاب ضامن پاکی و درخشندگی لباسهای شما.
مشتریان گرامی، پودرهای لباسشویی وهاب وابسته‌بندی جدید در پاکت‌های جلادار با بازار عرضه کرده است. با اطمینان کامل از آن استفاده نمایید.
لبیک اللهم لبیک.
با سیم کارت الفا هر هفته برنده سفر حج عمره شوید. با اضافه نمودن یا مصرف 300 افغانی و یا بیشتر در سیم کارت الفا چانس برنده شدن زیارت حج بیت الله شریف و یا معادل آن 100,000 افغانی را به دست آورید. مصرف بیشتر، چانس بیشتر. برای اشتراک نویت سیم کارتتان باید الفا باشد. برای تغییر نویت سیم کارتتان به الفا ستاره 555 علامت نمبر را دایل نمایید.
روشن نزدیک شدن
په افغانستان کې د اوسپنیز او توکو د تولید تر ټولو ستره او په نړیوالو معیارونو برابره فابریکه خان سټیل د ګول سیخ ګاډرو انګلرانو او نورو اوسپنیزو توکو د باور وړ تولیدي ادرس د خان سټیل ټول تولیدات د کیفیت له پلوه تایید او تر لابراتواري ارزونو وروسته پکې اسم مارکه بازار ته وړاندې کیږي. موږ د صنعتي افغانستان په لور پاخه او چټک ګامونه اخلو. خان سټیل د آبادی بنسټ.
پمپر بیبی مون آماده شده برای کودکان وطن تا پوست کودکتان همیشه راحت باشد. کش 360 درجه متناسب به آناتومی بدن کودک و تعویض آسان. ساخته شده از قطرات آلوویرا و ژل جادویی که تمام شب رطوبت را نگهداری می کند تا پوست کودکتان همیشه راحت باشد. پمپر بیبی مون انتخاب شماره 1 مادران.
To stitch together a partnership, and then of course they've got 60 before the end of 9.5. But time for us to look at some sights and sounds of beautiful Afghanistan. And today we're talking about Kabul, the capital of Afghanistan, which is the largest city of the country as well. It's a city that's known for its historical gardens, bazaars and palaces. Population of 3.5 billion, but we'll get back to cricket action now. Janat will end a wicket taking over with that dot ball. Pakistan 60 for 4 after 10. Azam Khan, the 24-year-old, 113 matches, best of 109 not out. He's out there in the middle. Lots of work still to be done for Pakistan. Halfway done in the innings. 10 more overs to come. Well, halfway there in terms of number of overs in the innings. 60 on the board. Amir Sohail with me in the hot seat. Where does it go from here for Pakistan?
Well, Azam Khan has to come good for Pakistan. That's how Tayyab was picked up. Was never in control of that stroke. And that ball didn't bounce enough. But what a brilliant catch once again from Masmatullah. And he's picked up 3 catches in this series so far. Didn't have a clue, Azam Khan. Didn't read that one. He played for a googly.
Yes, and again, a lot of times it's the whip of the arm in that action for Rashid Khan that's very difficult for the batsman to pick the ball up out of the hand. Again the leading edge, but Azam Khan is going to get off the mark with a single here.
Yeah, it's a different pitch, isn't it? In the previous game, the ball was sticking in the surface, but here, it's spitting, it's turning sharply.
Pitched outside leg, which is why there was an opportunity for Imad to work it away. Coming back to your point, compare the two matches and Pakistan innings. Today in the power play, 21 dot balls in the 36 sent down in the power play. That's why at 10 overs, they were 60 for 4.
No matter what the format is, the basic of the game is the necessity for a batsman. Now, softer skills are very important. When I talk about softer skills as a batsman, you should have the ability to maneuver the length in order to take the scoreboard. Heels are given. Once again failed to pick up that wrong gun from Rashid Khan. Azam Khan on that occasion, and he's not bothered to refer it. He's walking back.
Yes, just one quick look at the non-striker, and then he said, no point in taking that. Only one review that's left for Pakistan. Take another look at this. It's the wrong one. It's pitched and it's turned back into the right-hander. Got him plumb in front of middle and would have crashed onto middle and leg. The umpire had no hesitation whatsoever in upholding that appeal from Rashid Khan. The captain has struck, and it's an important wicket. Azam Khan gone for 1. Pakistan 63 for 5.
د الفا سیم کارت سره هر اونۍ د عمرې حج ګټون کې شئ. په خپل الفا سیم کارت کې 300 افغانۍ او یا ډېرې زیاتې کړئ او د حج بیت الله شریف د زیارت کولو او یا هغې سره برابر 100,000 افغانیو ګټلو چانس ترلاسه کړئ. ډېر مصرف ډېر چانس. د ګډون کولو لپاره باید ستاسو د سیم کارت نویات الفا وي. د سیم کارت نویات بدلولو لپاره الفا ته ستوری 555 علامت نمبر ډایل کړئ.
روشن نږدې کیده.
Well, the captain's walking out into the middle, and he's walking out, and the team is again in dire straits. Shadab Khan, best of 52, that one half century in T20s, the 24-year-old. Once again, you look at that strike rate, close to 140, but you look at the average, something that Amar Sohail talks about so very much, under 19.
And this is the ability you should have as a batsman to maneuver the length. What Imad Wasim did on that occasion. If you haven't got that ability and you just rely on bigger strokes, this is going to happen to you. Misread the wrong gun, and he was trapped in front. Easy decision for the umpire.
You get a feeling that Azam Khan wasn't picking the ball out of the hand. He was playing it off the surface, which is why we found him getting into a spot of bother. Went on the back foot, expecting the ball to turn away, not the one that will come back into him.
Oh, it's a harrowing situation, isn't it? For the captain of Pakistan, Shadab, he has to resurrect. Need a partnership here.
6 bowlers deployed by the Afghan captain Rashid Khan, and to good effect. He's rung in the bowling changes at the right time. Not let the batters get a sighter on one bowler for a long spell.
I'm enjoying bowling of Kareem Jannat. He's creating those angles. If there isn't any movement of the surface as a bowler, you have to do this. Create angles to keep the batsman quiet, and so far he has done it quite nicely.
Had a good series against the UAE, which Afghanistan won 2-1, won a couple of player of the match awards as well, did Kareem Jannat in that series. Couple of half centuries and picked up wickets as well.
He's a utility cricketer. He is.
Again, not giving the batsman too much room to free his arms.
Having the batters watchful. Kareem Jannat is focusing very hard to find the right lines and lengths. And his second over only conceded 5 runs and has picked up a wicket. Every bowler in the lineup has responded to the captain. Slow delivery on that occasion. Oh, it was a chance. Was a chance. A direct hit was needed.
Just get a feeling there. He doesn't have a very big follow through, does Karim Janat. He could have actually gotten behind the stumps to collect the ball. Now look at what's happened here. A lot of times, of course, you rely on a direct hit to get you that run out. But as a bowler, when you don't have a long follow through, you're not bowling express pace. Get behind the line of the ball. Get behind the stumps to collect the throw.
You're a hard taskmaster, aren't you?
Well, yes, the way things have gone for Afghanistan, every run matters. Look at that, 112 is all that Pakistan will get if they continue the current run rate. Well, they're trying to change things around here. Shadab with that nice little push drive through the covers. That'll end the over. 12 gone, 68 for 5.
په افغانستان کې د اوسپنیزو توکو د تولید تر ټولو ستره او په نړیوالو معیارونو برابره فابریکه خان سټیل د ګول سیخ ګاډرو انګلرانو او نورو اوسپنیزو توکو د باور وړ تولیدي ادرس د خان سټیل ټول تولیدات د کیفیت له پلوه تایید او تر لابراتواري ارزونو وروسته په KSM مارکه بازار ته وړاندې کیږي موږ د صنعتي افغانستان په لور پاخه او چټک ګامونه اخلو خان سټیل د آبادی بنسټ.
One for 6 in his 2 overs for the captain Rashid Khan. There was just a hint of an appeal. And I wonder, where did the ball pitch? Did it pitch outside the line of the leg stump? Because if that was the case, there's not much in the appeal anyway.
It's quite difficult for a right arm leg spinner to get a leg before decision in his favour when he's bowling over the stumps. You really need to bowl outside the off stump to be able to get a decision in your favour. Gone aerial, only for a single.
Abraham Zadran there, present at long off. But what's interesting to see is that for Shadab Khan out there, Rashid Khan's got a slip in place, so he wants to take a wicket. He realizes the importance of picking up wickets for the new batsman who's there. With Imad, he's got a slightly more defensive field, but he's attacking when Shadab's on strike.
And he can afford to do that. Already picked up 5 wickets. Pakistani team in a strife in this innings. Halfway through the 13th over, only 70 runs on the board.
Imad's on 34. And he needs to stay there. At least till the, ideally till the end of the innings. At least till the 17th or 18th over, just to get the runs coming quickly enough. There's only one batsman for Pakistan who's managed a 50+ score in the previous 4 T20Is that the two sides have played against each other, and that was Babar Azam. Allah! And he's not here. Look at that banter between Shadab and Rashid Khan.
Yeah, he must be telling Rashid Khan, I picked you. That was a googly. He's a leg spinner himself, Shadab Khan.
Oh, there was a leading edge there. Just short of the bowler on the follow through. 13 overs gone. Pakistan 72 for 5.
د الفا سیم کارت سره هر اونۍ د عمرې حج ګټونکي شئ. په خپل الفا سیم کارت کې 300 افغانۍ او بیا ډېرې زیاتې کړئ او د حج بیت الله شریف د زیارت کولو او بیا هغې سره برابر 100,000 افغانیو ګټلو چانس ترلاسه کړئ. ډېر مصرف ډېر چانس. د ګډون کولو لپاره باید ستاسو د سیم کارت نویات الفا وي. د سیم کارت نویات بدلولو لپاره الفا ته ستوری 555 علامت نمبر ډایل کړئ.
Afghanistan have done that. The best average, if you look at that graphic, under 21. In the economy, that's the best as well.
Yeah, gone are the days when you felt spinners are a liability in this format. T20s. But now they are the luxury, aren't they? Wicket-taking options.
Yes, I think a necessity when you want to take wickets, and leg spinners, wrist spinners have shown their utility in this format. How times have changed.
Yeah, that's what they say, don't they? A facility without necessity is a privilege. And Afghanistani team is privileged, aren't they, with those spinners?
Without a doubt. Look back at the previous T20I, which they won against Pakistan. 11 overs by the spinners. They picked up 5 wickets, didn't give away too many, stifled the flow of runs. Today as well, it's been more of an even Stevens job. It's not just Rashid Khan or Mujib all the way.
Well, we have spoken about the spinners, not to forget about the fast bowlers. They keep on giving good starts. They pick up early wickets, create the pressure on the batting side, and from there, spinners ride. That's good running from Imad Wasim.
And they've got the variety as well of Afghanistan. If you look at the previous T20I, Rashid Khan read the surface, got Mohammad Nabi to come in and roll his arm over. He picked up a couple of wickets because the pitch was assisting spinners. That was great captaincy by Rashid Khan. Today he's realized that maybe the seam-up option is a better option to turn to, so he's got Kareem coming in, and he's into his third over, and he's been very economical. Off the inner edge, he'll still steal the single, and they'll get it.
Yeah, it's very important for the captain to understand the potential of his side. Once he understands the potential, then the usage becomes very good, and that's what we have seen. Have a look how well he has used his options.
6 bowlers used, and we still haven't seen Mohammad Nabi, so that gives him another bowling option. Just 2 spinners today, 4 seam-up options. Again, I think Kareem, the way he's bowled, he's just cramped the batsman, not given any freebies away. When you've got, you're into your your third over, you've just given away 12 runs, 7 dot deliveries in those 17 deliveries that you've bowled so far. Be a happy lot. Why not? I think something's got to give here. Something's got to give. Short ball. Somehow managed to get on top of it. Will get the single, Imad, and he'll settle for that. It's the end of the over. 14 gone, 78 for 5.
عابد صاحب چه اشتیال لري؟
یاره چې یو شي دی یخي
پایتخت ته ولاړ شو.
دا څومره ډېر دی، دا به څوک خوري؟ شیرپسته او معجون هم راوړه، څو دانې پارسل کړه چې کور ته وړو. یاره په پایتخت کې شي دی.
Pakistan will have to score at 13 and over if they want to get to 156, which is the average first inning score at this ground over the last 10 matches. 156 looks a very, very long way away. Amir, what do you think Pakistan will be looking at here?
First thing first, they need to find a big over. And from where?
Come on, Navin! Come on, Navin!
Rashid Khan is operating at the moment, and he's bowling miserly. And what are the options? That's what they need to decipher.
He's in his final over. Is Rashid Khan. Fantastic bowling figures of 3.2 overs. 1 for 10 for the Afghanistan captain. It's captain versus captain right now. Leg spinner versus leg spinner. All right. Let's draw the comparisons a little further.
Running hard. And gets too easily.
Weak throw towards the striker's end, and that's why the keeper, Gurbaz, is very disappointed. Just look at the throw here. One, of course, Shadab is deep in his crease, so he's had to run the extra yard, and that's why the keeper was interested. But the throw that's coming off balance, that's why no power in it.
And that's what you have to do as a batsman. You have to keep your momentum forward, even though you're looking to work the ball off the back foot. And that's what Shadab did so well during that last delivery.
Again, just trying to milk him for the single and the odd two. Again, another hard one. Direct hit, was it? No, I think on the bounce, the keeper whips the bails off. Now they've referred it to the TV umpire. How close was that?
TV umpire to director. We have review for run out. Can you give me the best side angle, please? Can you give me any other side angle? I'm satisfied. I satisfy. I'm going to make my decision on the big screen.
Yeah, timely dive saved Shadab Khan. He was well in.
Let me give you a startling stat. We're in the second match of this series. Rashid Khan has just got 2 deliveries left in this spell, and so far in the series, Rashid Khan hasn't been hit for a single boundary. Talk about numbers.
He's been absolutely brilliant. Not only he has bowled well, he has led the side quite well.
Come on, Rash, come on, Rash.
He marshaled the resources quite nicely. Now backed away from the stumps, Shadab, in order to create a bit of room for himself to hit the ball into the gap. Was clever. Rashid Khan took the pace off.
Tireless in their work. The Afghanistan Cricket Board officials who've done a splendid job just to make sure that this bilateral series saw the light of day and is being executed flawlessly. They want a single. They've been taking on the throwing arm of the Afghanistan fielders in this over. 15 gone. It's 85 for 5.
په افغانستان کې د اوسپنیزو توکو د تولید تر ټولو ستره او په نړیوالو معیارونو برابره فابریکه خان سټیل د ګول سیخ ګاډرو انګلرانو او نورو اوسپنیزو توکو د باور وړ تولیدي ادرس د خان سټیل ټول تولیدات د کیفیت له پلوه تایید او تر لابراتواري ارزونو وروسته په KSM مارکه بازار ته وړاندې کیږي موږ د صنعتي افغانستان په لور پاخه او چټک ګامونه اخلو خان سټیل د آبادی بنسټ
پودر وهاب ضامن پاکی و درخشندگی لباسهای شما.
مشتریان گرامی، پودرهای لباسشویی وهاب با بسته‌بندی جدید در پاکت‌های جلادار با بازار عرضه کرده است. با اطمینان کامل از آن استفاده نمایید.
What can Pakistan work their way towards? 130, 140. Give them something to defend rather than what they scored in match number 1. I believe they're a chance if they can get somewhere around that 135 mark, but heavily reliant now on Imad and skipper Shadab. They need to find something. Hasn't been a good night for them, and it's been all about Afghanistan again. It's the one. Evening to you, Tino, and nice to see you.
Good evening, Simon. We are just talking about where they'd want to get themselves to. You would have expected that by now maybe Ahmad would have increased his scoring rate a little bit. In fact, it's come back. 105 he's scoring at now. If he can manage to bat through the next 3 or 4 overs, try and get himself in towards the end, and maybe that 120, 130 mark can be achieved.
Who do they get it from? Amazai has been a little bit expensive. His first went for 18. Death bowling the other night was superb from Faruqi, from Naveen. Got some good options.
Afghanistan on a high. You can feel it, how they're going about their business. The early start and the early wickets from Fazal-Haq Faruqi. It's going to be very difficult for Pakistan to get in and amongst them. Final quarter.
Maz is full of great stats, Tino, as you know, you've worked with him enough as well, but 98 consecutive deliveries in T20 internationals for Rashid Khan without a boundary. It's quite phenomenal.
Ridiculous, actually. Such an outstanding performer. International level over the years, where he plies his trade in all the leagues.
Maths was okay only at school. What are we talking there? 16.2 overs, is that right? 16.2 overs.
Asking the wrong person, actually. So whatever you say, Simon, I'll go with. Whatever it is, it's outstanding. It really is a great stat. 3 boundary riders on that leg side field.
Pace off again. That's what they did so well the other night. Just gave Pakistan nothing to hit at the end.
Good control as well. There was a bit of pace in it early on when we started, but much like the other night, I think as soon as you take pace off the ball, it'll make it very difficult to get bat on ball, good connections and boundaries at this stage. Handy over.
Towards Nabi at long on. It'll just be one. Shadab was keen on 2, but no. Not to be. 4 to go now. 88 for 5.
با سیم کارت الفا هر هفته برنده سفر حج عمره شوید. با اضافه نمودن یا مصرف 300 افغانی و یا بیشتر در سیم کارت الفا چانس برنده شدن زیارت حج بیت الله شریف و یا معادل آن 100,000 افغانی را به دست آورید. مصرف بیشتر، چانس بیشتر. برای اشتراک نویت سیم کارتتان باید الفا باشد. برای تغییر نویت سیم کارتتان به الفا ستاره 555 علامت نمبر را دایل نمایید.
روشن نزدیک شدن.
4 overs remaining. Faruqi's got 2, Omarzai's got 2, Naveen's got 1, Mujib's got a couple. I don't think we'll see him again. But Janat has got 1, he's bowled beautifully, 3 overs, 1 for 13. So there's plenty of options for the skipper, Rashid, if he wants to go either way. You feel Faruqi will definitely bowl his 2 and then take your pick. Naveen for 1, either Omarzai or Janat. Four boundary riders, leg side. Pace on. Is there a little inside edge? They're interested.
He's very skiddy, isn't he? So make it difficult at this stage of the innings to try and get under him and get it away. You can see that's got through the batsman before he's expected the ball to get there. Get a couple of deliveries like that, what will make it even more complicated, more difficult to get those runs is when you take that pace off. Discussion between Ahmad and his captain Shadab. Which way is he going?
Excellent again, just cramping him for room. It's a slightly smaller side of the ground to the leg side for Ahmad, the offside for Shadab. Saw him bowling in the PSL warm-ups. Umar Gul still looked like he had it. I think he was getting ready for one of the, for want of a better term, one of the old man's leagues that was going on at the time around the world. Not sure whether he turned up and played or not, but he still looked like he had every conceivable chance of playing domestic cricket. Still, he was going so well.
Had a bit of a chat with him. All the teams are warming up today, and I think other than a few more grey hairs on his face, he looks very similar to how he did when he still turned out for Pakistan in the green. We have lots, of course, to pass on to these youngsters. Illustrious career for him.
His nephew had a terrific time in the PSL, Pakvsafglive, the leading wicket taker. 23 wickets in the recent PSL. He's Umar Gul's nephew. Clever, very clever indeed, and it's gone all the way. 50 for Ahmad, only the second Pakistan player to do so against Afghanistan. He's now sits alongside Babar Azam.
Yeah, this is not a good delivery. We talked earlier on the over about 4 boundary riders on the leg side. This is short, it's given him width. Yes, he has also given himself some room going leg side to be able to access the offside. Great strike.
Yeah, good slower ball. Well done to Gurbaz.
Better, good thinking, that pace off the delivery, as well as following the batsman. All he's done is try and give himself room every ball of the over.
One to go, he's gone for 8, so it's still a decent over in the context of T20 cricket at the back end. You finish it well. The Yorker right should just be the one, and it will. Ahmad will keep strike with 3 overs remaining. 97 for 5.
چه قضیه میره کی میخوره شیر پستا و معجونم بیا یک چندان پارسال که خانه ببریم
شیریخ و آب میوه‌سرای پایتخت با داشتن فضای باز، اتاق سالگرد و وی آی پی، سالن جداگانه برای فامیل های محترم در خدمت شما می باشد.
So Faruqi has been brilliant. 1 to go for him, 2 for 10. Morazzo with 2 overs, none for 25. First one was expensive, second one was better. Bowl his, I imagine his last over. He'll go to Naveen ul Haq for the very last one.
Ahmad Hussain walked in after a couple of early wickets. This was his first ball and it was a boundary straight down the ground. So he's played quite nicely. He's had to make sure that he's kept the innings together. amongst that, got a couple of really good boundaries for the team. What's important is he's still there. 17 balls left in the innings. Oh, that's just come off the thick inside edge. You can see the disappointment for Shadab because he knew that he could have got that away.
He's played really nicely. Ahmad, strike rate is not great, but in the context of this game, 130 might be decent. And his team are in all sorts of trouble. Oh, can't quite get that one right. Has it hit the bat or not? They're keen. They're desperately keen. There was a little noise, but what was it?
No, there definitely was a noise. Doesn't look like the ball was close to anything else, really, other than probably a brush on the glove. Upstairs.
TV and party director, we have review for catch out, original decision not out. Can you go with front foot is fair delivery? Can you go with the front on camera, please? Ball close to the bat. Can you go with the ultra edge? It's a flat line. When ball passes to the bat, it's a flat line. No bat involved. Bismillah. You stay with your original decision, not out. And you are on the screen now.
Some width, and there should be two. The double come back. Going to the keeper's end. Good throw, but comfortable enough. 100 comes up.
100 comes up. 14 balls left in the innings. Crucial 14 balls. That man on screen would want to face the majority of those balls. Really try and push towards that 130 mark. Taken 50 balls, 2 4s and 2 6s. And that complements a 54.
Straight down the ground.
Might just be something for him to think about here, Simon. Almost every single ball he's faced from the seamers in the last 2 or 3 overs, he's gone leg side. And they've picked that up, and all they're doing is angling that ball from around the wicket into the pads. Probably just a little shimmy or a shuffle across to the offside. Maybe just give him access to that onside field.
That will be 4. Thick outside edge away to a vacant third. 2 overs to go, 106 for 5.
په افغانستان کې د اوسپنیزو توکو د تولید تر ټولو ستره او په نړیوالو معیارونو برابره فابریکه خان سټیل د ګول سیخ ګاډرو انګلرانو او نورو اوسپنیزو توکو د باور وړ تولیدي ادرس د خان سټیل ټول تولیدات د کیفیت له پلوه تایید او تر لابراتواري ارزونو وروسته په KSM مارکه بازار ته وړاندې کیږي موږ د صنعتي افغانستان په لور پاخه او چټک ګامونه اخلو خان سټیل د آبادۍ بنسټ.
Two to go. The second of T20 internationals in the Beloved Network series presented by Bank Al Falah. Afghanistan 1-0 up. Inside edge, and that will race away for 4. So a couple of streaky-ish boundaries in the last few deliveries.
Again, Simon, just what we were talking about in that last over. It's worked out well this time. It's got the thick bottom edge, gone past the keeper. What matters now is the results, and it's a good one to start this penultimate over.
I'll start trying to pick the bowler's brain a little bit here, Ahmad. Two options now would be the Yorker, full pace, or the slower ball for Farooqi. Can he pick one? Decide. Goes with the slower ball and finds the man out at deep mid-wicket. Good work in the field.
And the call straight away was two. It would have been because didn't hit that ball all that well. Into the left of the fielder as well. The start to this over good. 4 off the first ball, single off the second. Score now sitting at Nelson for 5. 10 balls to go. And they go at 2 to the ball, get to that 130 mark. They'll definitely feel it's something they can bowl at.
Nicely. Yeah, 10 balls from a batting side. I think, Tino, you say 3 boundaries in those 10 balls. Bonus of 4 from the bowling side. If you can go 2 or 3, I think you're winning. You're on the better side of it. He'll go to Naveen ul-Haq for the last with those slower deliveries, gets the Yorker right. Good. That's really good from Farooqi.
Yeah, good tussle between these two. 50 partnership comes up. An important one between these two senior players on the side. Farooqi's been outstanding. 2 early wickets in his first over. Just gone for 17. Couple of balls to go in his last over. It's been a great find for Afghanistan cricket. Going to take time to settle into international cricket.
Right. Good delivery. Backward point as well. Yeah, during the other night, just felt that he'd put a yard of pace on as well. He was into that early 140s for Farooqi and just like it ironed a couple of those little kinks out. He had a really big leap, just a little flatter, a little more sort of rhythmical through the crease now. Just thought he'd put a half a yard or a yard on. Able to trouble batters now a little bit more with that short ball. The Yorker, if he just misses, he doesn't get punished as much. Again, that's superb. Great finish and a very, very good spell. With 1 over remaining, it's 115 for 5.
با سیم کارت الفا هر هفته برنده سفر حج عمره شوید. با اضافه نمودن یا مصرف 300 افغانی و یا بیشتر در سیم کارت الفا چانس برنده شدن زیارت حج بیت الله شریف و یا معادل آن 100,000 افغانی را به دست آورید. مصرف بیشتر، چانس بیشتر. برای اشتراک نویت سیم کارتتان باید الفا باشد. برای تغییر نویت سیم کارتتان به الفا ستاره 555 علامت نمبر را دایل نمایید.
Say on that note, the umpiring's been terrific. First 2 games so far. Very, very good. Right, last one, it is Naveen. Can't find the gap. That's the one that you would love to have seen him just go a little bit to offside and power into the leg side.
Well, that would have been in the ideal position to be able to just pick that up over that leg side field. 5 deliveries to go. 116. You're talking about maybe those 2 or 3 boundaries, maybe 2 from this stage. That 130 looks quite realistic now.
They need it. They need it just to give the bowlers a little bit of a feeling they can compete. Get one. It might get one. Squeezed off the edge. Down to the boundary at third for 4.
Just enough on that outside edge to go wide of the field at short third, and enough momentum to roll into the third man boundary. Karab Khan, he was looking for the ball to go elsewhere on the field. He won't mind the boundary that's come with it. Karim Jannat, desperate dive. Penal Huck wasn't happy with that.
That's the standard sort of, what was that? 4 to go. Oh, goes pace off, and Shadab can't catch up with it. Eyeing up that smaller boundary, that smaller side.
It's that pace off the delivery that's done him. First 30 of 27, second fastest. That fourth, just 17 balls. Credit to this man. He's been mature about how he's gone about his innings this evening.
Misses out on a full toss. They'll go again. They should go again too, Shadab. Oh dear. Decides against it in the end.
He's decided to go for the run out because he's the man who's in, but almost gave them an opportunity to get another run. Oh, no ball called. Now, extra delivery. Bismillah Jan Shinrari, the umpire. Changing the field now to Sharab Khan. There's confirmation, well over the line. Very wide third man goes back on the offside. There's a sweeper there as well, and a long off. And a deep mid-wicket. And a long on are the two boundary riders on the onside. Very fine 45. And a square leg. Where's he going to go here, Simon?
Pace off or a wide Yorker. Tried the wide Yorker, didn't get it. Didn't get it right. He got hurt downtown on the free hit.
And that's well played by Sharab Khan. Very easy, just because the ball's a full toss, to look to heave it to the leg side, but he stayed straight. Just the one bounce. 127 now. He's changed that field once again. That third man's come back into the circle, into a backward point. Square leg who was in the circle. Back to a deep backward square leg.
I'm going to guess at pace off this time round. With those changes of field. Yeah. He picked it as well and found the gap leg side, but will only get one, come back for 2. Wants the pace off into the surface. Shadab wants a new bat for the last ball.
Yeah, he's not happy. He probably thinks there should have been one bounce into the boundary. Must have been a fair bit of damage on him to not want to face the last delivery with that bat. Raheem Ashraf's gone running out with a couple. He doesn't want either of those.
Why doesn't Imad just give him his? He doesn't need it for the last ball. He can run with a broken bat.
Probably a long handle, which he's going to struggle with, isn't it? Sharab Khan. Right, so there's Raheem Ashraf. He's got another couple with him. And he knows which one he wants.
All about sponsors as well, isn't it, I suppose? Have you noticed whether Shadab uses the same sponsor as... no, he doesn't. They're different. That's why he doesn't. That's why he didn't swap with Imad. Right, come on, get on with it. 1 to go. Dangerfield again, that man on the leg side, that deep square leg has come up. And back to the Yorker, and then back to the full and wide. Yeah, he did. And Shadab played it straight to the man who'd just been put back there. A try and pinch two, he should be run out. No, good dive. Very good dive. We will check this, but I think it might be two, and we could be at 131 for Pakistan.
Yeah, 130 or 131, they'll be quite happy with where they've managed to get themselves.
The umpire review for the run out. Can you give me the best side angle? Can you give me the... Can you show me from second angle, next angle, please? Can you zoom it when the bails come up? Yeah, freeze it when the bails come up. Yeah, I'm satisfied. I'm going to make my decision on the big screen.
Umpire Akbar Ali is convinced that's out, and rightly so. So it'll be exactly 130 for 6 in the end. And I just think that Pakistan will feel like it's a score with a very good bowling performance. They can defend, Tino.
They've got to be good in the field as well. Talked about that short boundary that was there. This is how it went. There were 3 early wickets that fell once again today, but Imad Wasim was the man who did the job in the middle part of the innings. 64 and 57 balls. Shadab Khan out the last ball of the innings, supported him well with a well-made 32 and 25. They end up 130 for 6.
بزرگترین و معیاری ترین فابریکه تولید آهن‌آلات با استانداردهای جهانی در افغانستان. خان استیل، آدرس قابل اعتماد تولید سیخ گل، گادر، انگلارن و انواع دیگر آهن‌آلات. تولیدات خان استیل از لحاظ کیفیت تایید و بعد از ارزیابی‌های لابراتواری با نشان KSM و بازار ارزان می‌شود. ما گام‌های سریع و محکم را به سوی افغانستان صنعتی برمی‌داریم. خان استیل، بنیاد آبادی.
They are in and there's a partnership going, so that's hopefully going to serve us well, chasing these runs down in the second innings.
Just a quick thought on Rashid Khan's captaincy and the fact that, you know, he's been a very proactive captain, bringing in the bowling changes. Today we didn't see Mohammad Nabi bowl because he thought probably there's something in it for the seam-up bowlers. The other day he picked up a couple of wickets when he bowled in Nabi. And Rashid, interestingly, there's a stat with him bowling, hasn't conceded a boundary so far in this series.
Well, yeah, obviously a fantastic bowler, person, and obviously leading the side. He leads by example, which is great. So it was Karim's day with the ball today. He didn't bowl last game. He bowled this game and did really well. So that's the thing that we have. We're lucky we have lots of all-rounders and which can adjust and adapt to the conditions.
Let's scroll back to a couple of days. History made right here at Sharjah with Afghanistan beating Pakistan for the very first time in a T20 international, beating a top 6 side. What was the mood like in the camp post that win? How did it sink in?
Yeah, really good. I think I get the feeling that we sort of moved off from that already. That's already happened. That's in the past. We're here to play today and hopefully knock down these runs and give a good account of ourselves.
Let's talk about you and your stint as coach of this Afghanistan side from August last year. How's the journey been so far?
It's been good. Learning curve, obviously, for everyone, coaches included. It's, with this game, with cricket, you're always learning, you're always adapting to the conditions, what you're given, and what's in front of you, the opposition that you're playing. So, fantastic experience. I love coaching these guys, a great bunch of fellas and who want to learn the game and get better, and that's always easy as a coach. And hopefully we are and enjoying our cricket and inspiring all the people in Afghanistan to take up the game and make everyone proud.
Go well, Jonathan. Thanks so much for speaking with us.
Thank you very much.
It's back to you guys in the com box.
Thank you, Rahman. 130 for 6 is the result. for Pakistan. They lost Saeed early. Harris and Abdullah were out fairly quickly as well. 3 for 20 at one stage, and then small partnership of 40 between Imad and Tayyib Tahir. And in the end, it was the standout performance of Imad Wasim, along with Shadab, that partnership taking the score from 63 through to the 130. Really good quality bowling performance again from Afghanistan. A little expensive for Omarzai tonight, and Mujib 2 overs for 19, but apart from that, the rest of the bowlers were superb. Remembering that Afghanistan are 1-0 up in this series, and to go 2-0 up, they will need 131 runs off their 20 overs at 6.55 per over. Back after a short break with Afghanistan's chase.
You're listening to Zirac Media.
It is the Love Network T20 series presented by Bank Al Falah. It is Afghanistan hosting Pakistan here in the UAE, live from the Sharjah Cricket Stadium, a venue that has hosted so many incredible games of cricket.
او د سیریز ګټلو په هیله او آباد او سوکاله افغانستان.
News from the centre. Pakistan captain Shadab Khan has won the toss and decided to bat first.
Yeah, not surprisingly either when you look at these two sides. Plenty of familiar faces, some new faces which we'll talk about tonight. Afghanistan side as well. Rashid Khan leading the Afghanistan side, Shadab Khan leading Pakistan in this 3-match series. It's the Love Network T20 series presented by Bank Al Falah. Good over so far. Well, it goes this time. There is protection out at square leg, but I don't think he'll catch it. It's the bigger boundary, but ends the over with a 4. Oh, short side. And that is the first 6 in international cricket, the first of many perhaps.
It was a quiet over for the Pakistani batters, but this last delivery changed everything.
You're listening to Zirac Media.
Swing this time, but onto the middle of the bat of Mohammad Harris. That will feel better as he whips that away through mid-wicket for 4. Gives himself room and carves it away, but he won't get it far enough. Should be taken, is taken. Azmatullah with a very good catch running back. And Fazil Haq Farooqi has made the first breakthrough for Afghanistan.
Yeah, the left-arm fast bowler Farooqi got penalised for bringing the ball back into the right-handed batsman Harris, but realised the better option is to move the ball away. This time around, shorten the length ever so slightly and move the ball away. Hence, sliced the ball into the air, Mohammad Harris, and it was a very well-judged catch to get rid of Mohammad Harris, who is walking back. After contributing 6 from 11 deliveries, it's 17 for 1.
Lovely pull shot, short side again. That is lovely control from Saeed. That's close, very close. I don't think he's hit it. And it's hitting the top of the stumps for mine. Umpire concurs.
Now once again playing from the crease, Abdullah Shafiq. There was no intent whether to go on the front foot or play off the back foot. He has referred it.
Pitching offside. Impact in line. Umpire call. Bismillah, stay with your original decision. You are on the screen now.
Good start for both umpires. That is a very good decision. Pakistan will keep that review because it was clipping the top of the stumps. Abdullah Shafiq goes
Trouble
with his
63 for 5 at this stage in the 11th over. They needed a partnership, and that came in the shape of